Chef say I gotta kill this.
That's how you say it, Miles?
Yeah.
Okay, we Gucci. We Gucci like Rini Rucci.
Yup. We live.
Okay, fine.
Mike Banker, are we live? What is up? Can I be? Oh.
My bad.
Hey, man, what's up, man? We back at it. I need that energy, too. I appreciate
Yeah,
you, man. We
yeah.
back at it with another episode, man. Another banger. Can I be real? Where we take a break from the bullshit, man. I am your host, King Mozzie. Mozzie, the menace to society. Don't ask me why. That's what life put inside me. I got my co-host with me, as always. You know what I'm saying? I'm Pimp 1. This is my assistant pimp. You know, Dion the motivator. You know
Ready
what
to
I'm saying?
backhand somebody.
Yeah.
with the
I'm-
truth.
I'm powder. You know what I'm saying? That's, I don't know what his name was.
You powder. I'm
Yeah.
Dion.
Okay, Dion?
Yeah, I'm Dion. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm the respectable pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we got a special guest in the building for the second time.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Spent the block, man, on us again, man, with the one, the only, man, John Mosley in the building.
Yes,
You know
sir.
I'm
What it
saying?
What it do, fellas? What's up? What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Man, you know, chilling on this good evening.
Yeah.
Good
Back
to have
in the
you back
building.
here, man.
Nah,
You
for
know what I'm
real.
saying? Good to have you back in here.
Hey, when you invited twice, I mean you did something right the first
nah,
time.
for
sure,
You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. Nice.
Facts.
Yeah.
I appreciate the
Yeah,
phone
nah,
call.
You came here and gave us a lot of good game, man, last time for sure.
For
Especially
sure.
on the business side, you know, especially that celebrity barber stuff that we didn't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? The moves you be making, bro, I've never would have thought. Man, barbershops, they just be cutting her in the barbershop. But seeing the moves that you make, it's like, damn, I be seeing the stuff he do, I was like, bro, even on my side, I need to get my shit
Nah,
together.
for
boy.
real.
Bro, he do more traveling than celebrity.
Hey, you know, that's what a lot of my clients were saying. They was like, man, you travel more than me. I'm the celebrity. I'm like, yeah, you the celebrity. I'm just working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So-
So, nah. And it's true, too. Barbers, that's the problem.
So,
They don't see themselves being able to do more. They're not thinking to elevate. They just think, you know, be the celebrity in the hood, because that was once my mindset. But once I got opened up to more things, like shit, I just left Washington, D.C., speaking at Hill Day and walking through the congressional halls and stuff like that, where, you know, we don't think we could be there or be a part of that or understand that, but we can.
yeah, no, that's a fact, man.
Nah,
I
that's
sure
for
wish you
real.
would have told me you was in Washington. I would have called my boy Biden and tell him to look out for you. You know, I know all them. Joe Biden, Trump. You know, and it's just they put me in a bad spot because you know both of them my dogs. And
So
they
you had to
doing-
figure out, like,
Yeah, I got so now you know. Yeah,
I feel you.
But next time you go, just let me know. I'm gonna tell him.
I'll be back out there on the 3rd April.
Okay, they ain't gonna give me enough time to put them together. But I got you.
Yeah, I appreciate the lookout.
But no, so you just got back in town too though.
Yeah.
Washington just got back.
Yeah, I was in Nashville, and then from Nashville I went to Washington, D.C., so, yeah, I'm on the move, man.
And I see you just got an award too, man. Speak on that. What was that about, man?
Oh, that was an old little video.
Yeah.
That was from
yeah.
2022. I
Okay,
won North
okay.
American Educator of the Year.
Got you.
And so the speech was so impactful and so timeless that I just felt like I never put it out there.
Got you.
And I just felt like it was good timing for me to go ahead and
redo it.
redo it.
Yeah.
Because I might got a trick up my sleeve. or
Yeah,
two.
for sure. It's like you always say, man. Like last time, leaving those little breadcrumbs. You know what I mean? And for people to pick up on. I see you do that a lot, right? But can I be real with you?
Always. That's
Is
why we
that
here.
something that you develop over time, or is that something like that you had to catch on, and then you was like, I had to do it, so I'm gonna do it for somebody else? Or was you taught that like over time, like, you know, follow the breadcrumbs?
No, that's just how I was raised, man. I was raised as a leader. When I came out the womb, my mama nicknamed me King. You know what I mean? So I feel like as a king, it's your job to, you know, rule the land.
Yeah.
And so it's like what you do inspires people. Like we never know how much of an impact we make. And we talked about it on the podcast. You know, motivation, that shit come and go.
Fact.
Motivation, this is your words. Motivation to have a nigga broke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
broke.
the impact that you leave, and so for me, it was more or less that. Like, how can I make a difference? How can I be in that 1% and leave an impact more than motivation? And so that's what I constantly focus on. And I know, like, you know, in order to leave a trail, you got to be able to speak it. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what the internet is for me. It's social media, so I'm gonna be social.
So how do you make your? Because even when I watch your conferences, it's like a very diverse crowd. So how do you pick like how are you able to speak everybody's language? Is what I'm asking. Because I know it's like some people you can talk to, like, you know what I'm saying. We in a barbershop, it's easy for us to, like, you know, have barbershop talk. You know, but when it's a more of a diverse crowd, you got different races, you know, both genders, well, however many genders. Then it's like you gotta I got not everybody.
You said don't leave nobody out.
Yeah, I was gonna say both genders.
Yeah,
boy, I had them people.
It's about 6 genders out there.
So however many, you got all genders. You know. Hey man, look, hey, y'all just gotta be mad at me. Bro. I can't, man. I'm not gonna be a dude. I ain't gonna lie.
That is the funniest shit.
Bro, bro, no bullshit. I'll be at work, bro, and then I see, you know, I go into like certain like stores, and then they have like the little pet store. So they have like the doctors that's, you know, watching over the animals type. Yeah. And so it's like 2 women with 2 whatevers that got their pronouns as they and them. And I'm like, bro, so if I want to say how you doing, ma'am, or what I'm supposed to say, how you doing? Well, how y'all doing?
Yeah,
how y'all
say y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all is the easiest way to, like, and it's crazy too, because I had to learn that. Like, speaking on stage, you walk out on stage like, what's up, guys? Hope y'all. And then now it's more or less like everything you say is you all. Yeah. You, we, us. But what comes out naturally, you reprogramming yourself, basically, in the moment.
They.
Yeah. But to answer your original question, bro, like, it's life, man. It's life. We all go through the same shit no matter what color you are. Yeah. We all go through the same stuff. And so I just tell it with a comedic type of feel behind it, make people laugh, because that's the best way to educate people, if you make them laugh. And so I always approach it that way. And it's just like, you know, and I don't see no color lines. I don't see no barriers. It's what it is. We all human first. Facts. And so my stories and the things I talk about, the things I see, I've been able to be in rooms with millionaires. I've been in a room with brokenaires. You know what I mean?
Brokenaires. Yeah.
So I've been in all from that point to that point. So it's like the life that happens in between all of those is just the stories that I talk about and the stories that I tell, and, you know, give my perspective on how for everybody to be better.
Yeah, okay. So what's your, and I seen you got like an ice cream.
Yeah, that's for haircut. You know what I mean? Okay, when you look at a fade, we gonna not look at Dion right now.
hey, for all y'all, you know, I know we got the. Let me just get the elephant out the room. You know what I'm saying? I know we got the barber on the stage. Yeah. Hey, not just any barber. We talking about celebrity barber. We talking about the barber. I'm talking about probably the #1 barber in the world. Yeah. Craig.
Dion said it, not me.
Nah, I stand on it for sure. And I should have been here right today for you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But I got a treat for you, boy. What you can do with this? You know what I'm saying? Can you get me right? What's up?
I could blend the sides to the top. I'll give you the shag.
Can you get me right, bro?
I can give you a dope shag.
Okay. Okay. I just need that back part.
Yeah. So we don't. You know what? You know what? You the best customer. I could give you a cold ass hat taper. So when you wear your hat, it look like it's all there.
I can have it like this.
But then when you take it off,
get my little TI going on.
Yeah, it's gonna look right. But when you take the hat off, you hat fishing.
Yeah.
Definitely
hat fishing.
Definitely hat fishing. Hey, boy, hey, that's crazy, boy. Yeah, you not gonna be happy, bro.
Hey, the man unit coming soon though, but
Yeah,
We talking about
Get
that.
the sponge.
the sponge,
Don't do that.
Don't do that, man. And not to interrupt you because we're gonna get back to your thought. But how you feel about the man units though?
Man, I feel like it's prolonging the inevitable. If somebody going bald, it's going bald. And I understand it come with like the confidence thing, and we talk about mental health, and sometimes that piece of a guy is hard to overcome. Nobody want to take it to the nut. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it might be something psychologically there that make a dude want to have that hair, or he feel less than. Like for me, people rarely see me without a hat on. But that's just part of my brand. And when I do not wear the hat, they like, man, I ain't never seen you without a hat. But that's the way I branded myself. Yeah. So some people, their hair is their brand. So losing it, you feel like you're losing something more than just your hair.
Yeah. Now, for speaking from a bald guy, I was bald.
Semi-bald right now.
Yeah, semi-bald. You
know what I mean?
Semi-bald guy.
Yeah,
I ain't all the way bald. Yeah. For y'all out there, for the semi-ball guy, I went semi-ball. I like how that sounds. You know what I'm saying? I like how that sounds for real. I've been saying I went ball for so long. I went semi-ball when I was about 23, man.
Damn.
Yeah, but it didn't sink in for me till like 25. That's when I was really able to accept it. Like, okay, I'm bald. You know what I'm saying? Like, people used to seeing me bald because it's weird going from like literally having hair, brushing your hair, having waves, to now like you thinning, to now you fully bald at 25. Like, damn. It could be a confident like killer for real though, bro. Like you really have to know who you are, know like yourself, and know like I don't care what people say about me. Like I'm bald, and I like it take a lot for a man to walk, especially a young man, to accept the bald head,
you
man.
like just
not for real.
Chestnut, you know what I'm saying? Brothers like that, I
don't
going
care
bald early is like nutting quick.
Now facts. Like, damn.
Yeah, nobody want to nut quick. Nobody want to go bald quick.
Hey, no. Like, damn, that's it.
He said that's it. Take his time.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it. No, bro, that's it. Hey, man, I done turned 30. I got these little corners right here, boy. I keep trying to rub them down, boy. They
gonna come in though. They gonna come in for you.
That's why I get that black shit put on my head. So y'all barber, y'all know, go and give me that black shit. That Ben whatever
Beijing?
that big shit. Yeah, that Beijing. Give me that. I need that Beijing. So yeah, I got that for sure.
So let me ask you this, man. So last time you were here, right? We talked about like your journey, and we talked about your childhood and where you were up until that point, right? Mm-hmm. Got you back on the couch, part 2, right? And it's a lot of things a lot of gems, like you said earlier. You dropped a lot of gems on last show, and I know you probably gonna drop even more now. You know what I mean? But one question I do have, and for the people that's listening, man, out of everything you went through, because I feel like we at a place where we growing, right? And we haven't reached the top, but we elevating. But it feels like in order to get to that next level, like you literally have to give up something, like almost like sacrifice something, not like 666 sacrifice, but sacrifice. What you feel like was one of those
666 sacrifice? What that is?
The Illuminati sacrifice.
Yeah.
What that be sacrifice?
I don't know. I ain't part of it. Deion sacrificed his hair.
Hey, well, Illuminati, y'all owe us, man.
They owe us, bro, for real. Because I gave it up too quick.
Whatever you sacrifice, we need that back.
So we need it back.
Listen, I know y'all done sent for us because we just went to a party last year.
We did.
And I know that was y'all that sent us the invitation. Because it was nothing holy about that party.
I did have a drink there, bro, and I started sprouting a little bit, so it might be working, bro, because I was completely bald.
I swear to God.
I'm semi now, bro.
Hey, I'm thinking we going to a real life, and they already know, man. Shout out to the people that invited, man. Shout out to Taylor, man. We went to a mixer, bro. It was like what was it, bro? It was like a network mixer.
It was a
bro.
networking event,
and so we're going there. It's like in a penthouse. Okay, cool. So it's a little vibe. And then we see everybody walking in, and this one dude, he was dressed like freaky, bro. He was just like a super villain, bro, but like a nice super villain, like in white though. Nigga had glow in the dark, whatever was on his arm, bro. I'm like,
Sleeves out, but sheer.
You thought you was at a puffy party.
Bro,
man,
it
we
was definitely at a
I
puffy
wouldn't have been
party.
surprised if Puffy walked in there, bro. And so we asked him, we like, man, like, you know how people like try to fancy word whatever they do. He was like, we were like, yeah, so what you do? He was like, man, well, you know, we into you know, more exotic body art. I was like, nigga, that sound like
Bondage.
fans, bro. He's like, oh, well, yeah, we do that too. I'm like, oh, we at the wrong party. And then he walk around the corner, and the nigga come back on the other side with drinks in his hand. I said, what the? I said, and then they were like, oh, yeah, well, and we giving massages in the back room.
Yes, in the back.
I'm like, oh, this is how the Illuminati start. I know it is. I know it is. This is how it start.
You got to tell them no.
Hey, you got to tell people.
You can go to the party. It's cool. You just got to tell them no.
man.
That's it.
I ain't showing
You
up.
just got to tell them
I
no.
can't, man, say. But yeah.
But
so,
yeah, back to the sacrificial lamb. So what is, you know, what were some things that, or what were some of the biggest things that you had to sacrifice to get to where you are today, though?
Time. That was the biggest sacrifice, time. And when I say time, it's like, you know, missing out on my kids' youth sports. You know what I mean? Missing out on my daughter acting stuff when she was younger. Family functions. Like I just had an uncle pass about 3 weeks ago, and his service is actually coming up, and I'll be out of town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like just the time that we sacrifice to do what we do. And I think a lot of people don't realize that in order to get to where you're trying to go, it's going to feel selfish. It's going to feel selfish. It's going to feel like you're doing the wrong thing, especially if you got kids. But, you know, I think as a father, you know, I've done everything that I could to give my kids a lifestyle that, you know, some will say is different. Yeah. But it's the time that I told them. I did have conversations with my kids when they were younger and just said, listen, I got to do this for us right now so that we can have a life we want later. Yeah. And my kids accepted that, and shit, we here now.
Yeah.
You sure bringing some money in, so that's gonna help.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So how do you deal with that? Like just the mental side on your side. How do you deal with like, damn, like I'm missing like events, I'm missing family time, I'm missing kids time. Cause like I started, for me, it's like, man, I got my daughter. I only got one kid though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like even for me, it's like I be missing shit, and I be like, damn, boy. Like I understand what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing on the long end, on the back end. You know what I'm saying? The overall big picture. But in those moments, I be like, damn, I gotta miss this.
Mm-hmm.
I got to.
It's because I got a bigger purpose. You know what I mean? Like my kids know if I could be there, I'm gonna be there. If I can't be there, call me right after you're done. Call me before you go on the field. Call me before you did. Like I'm always gonna be present, even though I might not physically be present. Yeah. But then when I am present, let's be active together. Mm-hmm. So it ain't like I'm always missing everything because I do find ways.
Are you one of them dads that's in the crowd yelling, arguing with the ref, or you kind of just sitting back chilling? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nah. With my son, hell nah. Yeah. I don't argue with no ref.
Yeah.
Funny story. His first year in high school. He
argued with the refs? Coaches?
I'm about to tell the story. I ain't argued with no coach since.
He said since.
Am I lying? I chose, right? Didn't I say I'm not going to go and I'm going to send your mama because if I go, it's going to be something different.
It's going to be some problems.
So, yeah, you got to understand when to hold them, when to fold them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's self-control, knowing yourself.
Yes.
Right? And so in high school, they was down by like 20-something points. It was like 2 minutes left in the game.
On football?
On football.
Damn, y'all down 20 points?
Yeah. Hell no, y'all wasn't. It didn't matter. It was 2 minutes left in the game. Right. And so he had told the coach before the game. He knew, because my thing is this. You got to know where you're going in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve. Mm-hmm. And so he knew that he was trying to break the freshman record for touchdowns. Mm-hmm. So he had to go into this game, and he had like 3 games left going into this game. And he was like, I need 6 touchdowns. He already had 6. So he's like, I need 6 more to break the record. Now, they go one ball to him in the first quarter. They get picked off. They don't go back to him at all the rest of the game. So then in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left, you put him out there on the island and send him on 4 go balls.
Damn.
Right.
Back to back?
Back to back to back. He ended up getting hurt. Hurt his knee. And so I'm looking at the clock, I'm looking at the score, and then I look at the coaches. Because at what point do you realize you can't send no player 4 straight go balls?
Nah, especially 2 minutes left, game already over with.
Right. And you hadn't thrown him the ball no more since. Like from the one that got picked to the fourth quarter now. So there's no type of rhythm. So he get hurt. I politely walk down and I ask the coaches like, yo, can I come on the field? Mind you, they not helping him. There ain't no carts out there. There ain't nothing. So I'm like, yo, I walk on the field. He crying. The first thing I say, nigga, tighten up.
Yeah.
Tighten up. What happened? He trying to explain to me what happened. So I look at the coach and I pointed at his ass. Nigga, this is your fault. This is your fault that this happened. And he tried to come at me and tell me, well, I don't know you. You ain't never been a coach. I was like, you don't know me because you ain't never asked me my name.
Yeah.
So then I had to go into further details. So the only time that
further detail.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the only time I ever really had to go at a coach like that was because in that sense, like, let's be smart.
Yeah.
Y'all still got 3 games left. Let's be smart. Why you doing kids like this? And then one of their coaches, you know, his favorite line is, I'm here to make men, not football players. And for me, you can't make no man out of my child. That's my job.
Yeah.
But when he on the football field, that's your job to teach him how to do that.
How to play football.
Right. And so that was the only time I ever really got at a coach. And I told my son, I even apologized to him when I know it could affect him or any of my kids. You know, I sit back and I apologize to him because my actions shouldn't affect y'all, but it does. So I apologize for that scenario. And then, you know, 2 weeks later, we transferred him out of that high school because I said, I'm not going to let you fall victim to what I did.
Yeah.
And so we transferred him out, moved him into a different location. So, you know, that's the only time, like, I ever really had to go out and go on that limb. But it's like I come from a sports background. I coach football. I know the game. And that was dumb.
Y'all would say someone that just
Yeah, you know, that was just dumb.
culture, yeah.
So it was like, and then on top of that, you didn't help him off the field. Y'all didn't have no crutches for him. So it was like the whole thing that I sat back and looked at. And that's what I really went off about. It wasn't just the fact of that play. It was the whole overall thing. Yeah. So I'm going to always defend my kids at all costs.
Thanks.
When they wrong, they wrong. And I let them know y'all was wrong. Y'all tripping. But when they right, then I got to step in. My wife the same way.
Yeah, it's crazy. You got to defend the kids, man. It's crazy. My 2 weeks ago, my son had an incident in school where he goes to a majority white school, right? In his class, it's only 4 black kids out of 20, 3 boys, 1 girl. They were cleaning up. The 3 black kids, the 4 black kids stopped, and they were sitting in the corner, right? And the teacher walked up and said, "You kids are lazy." To just the 4 black kids. My son came home. He told me, I'm like, bro, how do you feel about that? Mind you, he's 11 years old. He was like, man, I don't know how to feel. He was like, I feel like I did something wrong, but I feel like she tried to isolate us, like, by calling us you people. And I had to explain to him, like, bro, being called you people is like, that's like a racist term. You know what I mean? Like, me being from Alabama, like deep South Alabama, growing up, experiencing that was like crazy, right? And I went to the school and I defended my son. But you know what was crazy in me defending him? I was defending him, saying like trying to protect him. But in me defending him, I feel like I was offending the lady, his teacher, to where it was like a hit to my ego, if that makes sense. Like, dang, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm trying to defend, you know what I'm saying? My own, and in front of my son, he felt like, afterwards I asked him, like, how did that make you feel knowing that, you know, I came up here to defend you? And he was like, Daddy, I appreciate that. But I had to explain to him in that moment, like, listen, son, I'm gonna defend you every time, right? Right or wrong. But if you wrong, I'm gonna chastise you after I defend you in front of whoever I have to defend you in front of, right? Have you ever had one of those incidents where, and if you haven't, how would you deal with that as a father, where you would have to defend your child, or would you defend your child in their wrongdoing and then chastise them on the back end, or would you just chastise them from off the rip, knowing that they did something wrong?
No, right off the rip. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna sit back and try to.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna always expect for me to defend you right or wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna defend you when you're right, and I'm gonna coach you and pick you up when you're wrong. But if you did wrong, you did wrong. That's just what it is. And we've been in them situations with all my kids. Been in them kind of situations. But one thing I do, as we do as a family, you know, we still sit down and have dinner together. You know, no cell phones at the table. Let's sit down and talk. How was your day? How was, you know what I mean? Because that shit is important.
Yes,
for sure.
yes, very.
That shit is
Very,
important. Like
yes.
what the kids see nowadays compared to what we saw, you lucky.
Yeah.
You lucky because every day our kids walk out the house and they come back in our house, we fighting against peer pressure, depression, sex, internet, friends. We fighting a fight as a parent that's hard as hell right now that our kids got to go through every day. So it's always important for me to check the mental state of my kids and any of his homeboys, any of my daughter friends. I want to know how y'all doing because if something wrong, y'all got to talk about it.
Yep.
That's why I put up that post where I said, I don't harbor feelings, I harbor success. Feelings, I sink.
So how do you are you different when it comes to your sons and your daughters as far as like parenting goes?
Not really. When it come to the kids, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You know, the way I did it with my kids was each kid had their moment. You know, my daughter was focusing on acting when she was younger. I made sure that was the focus as the parent. That's where the money was going into. Like, I'm supporting that. Now it's my son's turn. You know, I got an 8-year-old. She not ready for nothing yet. You know what I mean? But now it's him getting him to college, putting all into these football camps, to travel and all of that. It's his turn. So the kids had to know and understand that I'm going to give everybody the same energy and effort. It's a matter of what you going to do with the energy and effort and the time that I give you.
We're raising your son though, and raising a son, you know, athletic son. Do you have
think
any?
he athletic?
Well, you know, hey, he going to the league. You know what I'm saying? So hypothetically, he in the league. You know, do you have any fears of like him being preyed upon by a specific group of vultures who like the hoes who like to prey on the young brothers who, you know, come in and get the big contracts, and like, how are you preparing them for that?
Conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation. You know what I mean? Like, it's more or less like getting to know. Some people are bred and raised to go after certain things.
Yep.
Some people are, you know, are bred to actually love and respect the dude. So it's like understanding it. And I always tell him, you know, never put stable legs on a wobbly table.
That's a bar.
So if the situation coming to you and it's stable and it's always your emotions and your energy got to go into fixing somebody else's problems, mentally, physically, emotionally, that's a wobbly table, bro. You got a stable situation. Get the hell away from that. Yeah. And so that's kind of how we communicate. It's just making sure. And you know, he got sisters. So a chick, and he got he got 2 mamas. You know what I mean? So when it's time, she whoever the girl is, she gonna have hell to pay. She gonna have hell because, boy, them parole officers he got.
Yeah, they watch. He said parole.
You know what I mean? Because we know as a family that he has a hell of a future ahead of him. I'm a parole officer with it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, we just got to make sure we get you to the point to where you can succeed. And it was like that with my daughter. Ain't no dude just gonna run up in his house and think he gonna get my daughter, bro. Nah, it ain't how we go. Come knock on the door. Come sit down and hang out with me. Come sit on this couch and talk to me. Yeah. If you think my daughter or my son, daughters or my son, I need your significant other to come hang out with me because I need to have the time with them to figure them out, talk to them, and understand who they are. Because I need to. You might not see they wobbly table. Yeah, for sure. But I could pinpoint a wobbly table from far away.
Bring me over there so we can do the Bad Boys 2 scene.
I would. Hey, bro, that shit would be funny.
I come over there with the muscle shirt on, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got all the muscles. Shit, I'll take my shirt off. They like I'm out.
And just have me and the kids, and I'm gonna be sitting there with a cigarette in my hand, and say, and if you don't do right by them, this how you do it. Real, girl or boy, man or woman, you better do right. If you don't, I'm gonna put a curse on you. You end up just like this.
You gonna have that same drink at that party?
Yeah, same one. Yeah.
What grade you in, big dog?
Going in my senior year.
Okay. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh. I ain't ready. When the y'all already in had some ladies start. When y'all
Spring start tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, 7:00.
Yep. Oh yeah, you got some action there. Yeah. Hey, man, I
but see, he trained though. He trained already 3 days a week. Sometimes 4. Yeah, year round. We don't. Man, ain't
no days off.
Yeah, he put up a tweet the other day that says spring break equals no break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he ready.
You know what I mean? Like, but see, that's the thing, bro. Like, when you got parents in the household that you see with energy and effort to what they put their life into, the kid had no choice but to do that. But think about it. You the parent that's go home, you sit your ass on your couch and complain about how your job is, and you call your kid to hand you the remote that's right there.
Yep.
Your ass showing your kid it's okay to be lazy and be argumentative about your day and having frustrations about your day. So how do you it's not the kid fault they lazy. Yeah. It's your fault. Because you're the example of what it should look like for your kids. So my kids only know that dad out here working. He out here grinding. Mom at the crib working. She out here grinding. So when they see that, you can't lack to me. Because I don't want to hear it. When people come to me and be like, oh, man, I don't want to hear shit, bro.
Yeah, not for real.
I just got off of fucking 4 airplanes in 6 days. Yeah. And I showed up to work still. I don't want to hear nothing about being tired. I don't want to hear about, I'm missing. Yeah, me too.
Not for real.
So that's the standard that I run at. And that's the thing that I'm, teaching my son right now. If you want to be part of the 1% club, you got to think like a 1%er.
That's crazy. I was just listening to something about that today. But I think that's the crazy part about it. I think that's most like black households are taught like that, or they try to teach it that way. Like, do as I say, not as I do.
Yep. That's fucked up.
Like, they move off of like their whole come past this remote. And like you said, like right there,
right
and
there.
They expect their kid to supersede everything that they've done. You know what I'm saying? That's like a whole totally different rewiring. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta understand, and it's crazy because you expecting the kid to rewire everything that they seen. You know what I mean? So it's like trying to put a whole different program when they don't really know what that hardware's look like to get up and work when their parents don't do that.
Yep. Yeah, that's like recently. My dad lived in California, and I gave my dad a conversation and told him I would love to have you here in Texas. And so he came out here, he agreed to move, and I was like, damn, I got to drive this U-Haul. But I had a break in my schedule where I basically had a trip, and I was in Jacksonville, Florida for 2 days. And I flew from Jacksonville, Florida Sunday night to L.A., landing in L.A. at midnight, went to my hotel, ate, crash out, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, go get a U-Haul, load up the U-Haul Monday, load up the storage on Tuesday, left California Tuesday, got back to Texas Wednesday, got an IV, pedicure, manicure, and was back on the flight on Friday, working, and put out one of my best shows ever.
Damn.
So when people talk to me about work and dedication, I might not be the person to talk to.
No excuses.
None. We just gotta work.
Work, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just had those 2 days. And my dad was like, well, we got to leave by. We have to leave by this day and this time for me to be able to recoup my body.
So what gives you that mentality? That's almost like the Jordan mentality. What gives you that mentality? Like, this got to get done. Like, what triggers that? Because a lot of people are not. A lot of people don't have that. Some people do pick that up over time. Some people, just like you said, they watch. Maybe their parents are like that. I'm pretty sure your son gonna have that same mentality you have, but some people don't have the type of parents that are made that way. So they pick it up over time. So what gives you that drive? Like, hey, this gotta get. Ain't no excuses. Like, is it like seeing where you want to go? Is it like a fear based? Like, okay, well, I know where I don't want to be, or I know that I got a lot riding on me. I got my family depending on me, or is it like just I know where I'm trying to get to? Like, what drives you to have that mentality?
Purpose and passion. That's all it is. Purpose and passion. I got a lot of purpose and I got a lot of passion. And so when I wake up, that's what I'm driven by. You know, if I could show my 17-year-old son what it looked like, and then he could show his 17-year-old friends what it looked like. If I could travel the world and impact a room full of 500 people and show them what it looked like from my perspective, then that it just becomes infectious behavior, and I'm the catalyst for it.
Do you think that that passion comes from your purpose? Like, is that a byproduct? That passion? Do you think that's a byproduct of knowing your purpose? So, like, in a sense of, if it's somebody out here that's passionless, but they don't have their purpose, if they were to come into what they feel like is that purpose, do you feel like that the passion that you have or somebody else may have is a byproduct of purpose?
100%. 100% is a byproduct of purpose. If you don't know your purpose, how the hell are you gonna be passionate about anything?
Yep.
And a lot of times, our purpose is sitting right in front of us, but we have been programmed not to look at what's sitting right in front of us because we worried about what's behind it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm a barber, but my passion and my purpose is people. So barbering just was the vehicle that allowed me to get to the masses now. And so that's why you see my social content changed. It went from just showing everybody how dope of a barber I was to now how can I impact the rest of this world. I don't know how much time I got left on this earth. Hopefully it's another 50, 60 years. You know what I mean? And what am I doing with that? What am I doing with that? Can I be that impact? Can I make that passion speak to where it makes somebody else speak? The things that I'm trying to set up and do for communities. Like, man, it only take one person to really change the narrative and make a movement happen. And I look at that. If it's me, then I want to make sure I put it down the way I know I can and, like, you know, treat my life with that same purpose.
So what is like do you have a end goal, like an overall place you're trying to get to?
Nah, I tell people I chase success.
Yeah.
I used to chase money. I always fell flat on my face when I was chasing money.
Yeah.
But now I chase success, and now I'm reaching success in a lot of different areas because the money I know if I continue to do what I do, the money gonna come anyway. So now I'm just chasing the success. I want to be greater than I was the day before. I want to have that 10% shift in mindset. I want to do everything greater. And I just told my son this today. If we do all the small things great, it looked like we did a bunch of big things great. But we disciplined enough to do these small things and be great at those small things. I'm always looking to grow. I'm always looking to elevate. I'm always looking to figure out how to do more. Always.
So is it anything that you feel like you had to overcome in this process? Because you've been on this journey for a while. So what do you feel like has been something like I gotta, like, they probably could have made you go a different route, but it's like a big hill that you had to. What was that hill that you had to, like, damn, I just gotta get over this. Once I get through this, and I got some action.
I think just me, you know, and I hate to say it, but just me being African American, playing in the industry the way I play. You know what I mean? I had to be okay with being judged. I have to be okay with people not understanding sometimes the way I think and sometimes the way I do things. Because, you know, if you ain't never went against the grain, you don't know what it feel like. a lot of people scared to go against the grain because they're afraid to speak their mind, or they're afraid to lose a position, or you know, yeah. And I've been in positions to where I said I don't want to just work. I need a seat at the table, because I know if I get the seat at the table, I'm able to help the people behind me, and then I could go over there and build another table with them people, and now we can go over here and build another table with them people. And so for me, that's kind of like what it was. It's always knowing that, you know, people gonna come to you with an agenda. Stay true to who you are, be who you are, love who you are, and know that they got an agenda. And my thing is, let me know your agenda before I figure it out. Because if I figure it out, you ain't gonna like how I play back.
Yeah, I'm sticking to mine.
So for the people out there that do see you, right, and inspired to be where you at, especially like the younger people, because I know a lot of times people can look at social media and they can see one thing, you know, and not really fully have a full understanding of like how do you get to this point, right? Because there's so much information out there of people telling them just get up every day and go after your dream, but it's like, okay, how does that look, right? You know what I mean? If you could give some advice to a young person that's trying to come up, not even in just a bar, as an entrepreneur, you know, as a go-getter that didn't have a mother and a father in the home to show them that discipline, you know, and show them those things that they supposed to do, like, what advice would you give them if they had to, like, just listen to what you're about to say now every day? Like, what would you tell them to ensure that they on the right track to getting what they want out of life and knowing their purpose?
I would say the first step is, one, shrink your circle. Shrink your circle, because everybody in your circle ain't got your vision. Yeah. So shrink your circle, protect your vision, and find a mentor, maybe a few, and find them, because we all need guidance. We all need help. And so many people believe on the internet right now. Like, I know I'm a 6-figure barber, right? But if you was coming out to barber school and you like, man, I want to make 6 figures like you, I'm going to tell you straight out, I can't tell you how to make 6 figures. Because what my story is, you might not be willing to wake up and work like me. I could give you the game, and I could give you some of the processes, but are you willing to do the work that it takes to become 6 figures? I don't know that. So I can never say like, yo, I'm gonna make you 6. Nah, hell nah. I'm gonna pass this game to you, and you gonna take it. But if you fail, it wasn't because of me. It's because you didn't put in the energy and effort behind it. And so I would tell somebody, shrink your circle, because everybody's vision ain't yours, and you can't tell everybody your vision. Get you a mentor, and be relentless in your efforts.
I like that. Yeah, I heard that. Relentless. I like that for real.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless.
Nah, for sure.
And you know, another thing too, don't set unrealistic fucking goals.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody like, one of my homeboys told me he wanted to make $35,000 a month. I said, first nigga, you gotta make 5.
Yep.
You know, I'm like,
because I think that's what people do. They try to set these big goals, and it's like almost like eating a pizza, right?
Yeah.
The pizza is the big goal, but they don't see the little slices that it takes to eat the whole pizza. Nah, you can't eat the whole pizza. You gotta slice it up, and that's what I try to tell people. You know, like when we doing our consulting, talking to people about different things and goal setting, and that's one thing we always saying, like, what did you want? Why you want it? And how's it gonna help somebody else, right? But in those things is little micro things in that like you saying, the small things every single day. I tell my son, it's crazy. He got a dream of going to the NBA, and I tell him, I said, if you make your bed up every day, you can go to the NBA. He was like, nah, Daddy, what making my bed up got to do? I said, it's that one. I said, that's the first discipline of your day, waking up, making your bed. If you can wake up and make your bed every day, you can be disciplined to wake up and do whatever you put your mind to. It's just like, for me, you just, like you said, you gotta go after it though, relentlessly. So that's great, man. That's great advice, man. For real.
Yeah, you gotta have relentless energy, relentless effort.
Yeah.
Like, man, some of these linebackers we watching on the football field right now, them dudes is relentless. Yeah. The good ones, look at Fred Warner. Yeah. Relentless. You know what I mean? You got an edge rusher like Max Crosby. I love using Max Crosby because when you look at him, he don't look like the physical specimen, but he play like that. You know what I mean? So it's like when you have relentless energy, you have relentless effort, no matter what you choose to do in life, you're going to have relentless results.
Yeah.
You're going to have endless results.
I think people are more infatuated with what they believe the results can be than actually put in the work.
Yeah, it's like a wedding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody want the party, but not the shit that come with being married.
So like people not willing to really put in the work that actually comes with reaching the $35,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good. $35,000 a month sounds real good to some people.
Yep.
The work that it'll take to get $35,000 a month, a lot of people not willing to put that work in.
Nah, not especially when you don't even know what you're doing to get to these little steps. Because once you get to 5,000, okay, what did I do to get 5? Now you got to find the time, which is the real currency. Where's the time that I'm missing? And then you find that other time and you say, okay, now I could put more stuff in this time.
Yeah.
Now that's going to get you to 7. Now you evaluate at 7. What's that? That's going to continue to go, but everybody just want to go from 0 to 35. And you might get it.
Yeah.
You might get it 1 month. You might get it 2. But can you do it consistently?
Yeah.
Are you going to be relentless consistently?
Yeah.
Like for prime example, when I was working on focusing on my Instagram, I said, yo, I need to get to 100,000. They was like, my family, my wife was like, why? I was like, because Instagram, if I get to 100,000, I could go at bigger companies for bigger deals. I said, but once I get 100,000, I'm going to shift my focus to my YouTube channel. And then I need to get my subscribers up. I need to get my watch times up. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I hit 100,000. I switched my focus. Now I got my subscribers up. Now I'm working on my watch hour time. I'm like 1,500 hours away. And now I'm thinking on this trip that I'm about to take, what can I edit that I already got living to get my watch time up? But then I'm like Jordan, man, Kobe, when somebody, low-key challenged me, they might not even know they challenged me.
Yeah. No, for
But
sure.
now I'm going again. So that's why you see me ramp up back on Instagram, 3-4 posts a day. Why? Because I got the content. I hit the goal that I wanted, and I said, you know what? I got comfortable, and I wanted to shift my focus to build up something else. But now I'm like, nah, I'm gonna build both at the same time, and I'm gonna make it look real good when I do it.
How big of a part does social media play in your success?
It played a huge part, and the reason why it played a huge part, and that's for anybody, because now you could push one button and be all over the world. You know what I mean? But it's also about what type of presence you put yourself as on social media. A lot of people use social media and don't be social. I talk back and forth on social media, and I give out the gems, I give out the funny videos, I give out who I am. When you look at my videos, those are nothing but my personality, and I just find ways to relate with them. If I post a funny video of somebody falling, that's probably because I was going to laugh, or I did laugh. And I was like, shit, if this was funny to me,
somebody else going to think.
Somebody else probably going to think this funny too. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of like how I look at my social media, man. It plays a big part. And, can you still be successful nowadays without social media? Yeah, you can. But the work is going to be 10 times harder. So use the things that we have in order to do. Like everybody trying to fight AI. But shit, you've been using GPS.
Yep.
What you think GPS is?
Yeah, no, for
You didn't fight that.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
So it's like,
I think
about,
people fight stuff they don't understand though. That's the thing.
Right.
Some people just don't understand this new wave of stuff. And instead of saying I don't understand it, teach me. Their ego, you know what I mean? Is I'll just figure it out on my own or just dismiss it. And I think that's the problem what a lot of people do. They
I tell
dismiss
everybody, bro, ego means ego's job is to kill everything but itself.
I like that.
If anybody got an ego around me, you got to get away from me because you're going to kill me and you. So I'm successful. I don't need no ego.
Yeah.
When I walk in my house, I could look around and be like, shit, you know what?
Yep.
This hard-ass work dedication got me
Pay it
somewhere.
out. Yeah, no,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? So it's like, what's the point of having an ego?
Thanks.
You're gonna run people off. It's gonna make people not want to even communicate with you because they afraid of what your response might be to their lack of knowledge on something.
Yeah, that's some good
Hey,
bars again.
bars on bars on bars. We're gonna drop a rap album after this.
Hey man,
It's crazy. I was listening to Jay-Z on the way over here too. The Blueprint, and it's that song that say, "You don't know what you do to me. I'm from the streets with a hood." But just listening to that album though, man, I'm a big Jay-Z fan. I don't know
Me
if
too.
you know what I'm saying. So you know the Blueprint album. That was like the. So when the album first come on, right, I say that it sounds like success. Like it just sounds like success. What's your sound of success? Like what's your musical successful playlist? If you had to pick 3, let's say 5 songs that this for the rest of your life, this your motivational, get up, get going, this what you can do. Like what 5 songs would be on that playlist?
One is off of Chance the Rapper album, Coloring Book. It's a song with him and Kirk Franklin. You know what I mean? I think it might be called Blessings. That one. Jay-Z, Say Hello to the Bad Guy. Because that's the narrative a lot of us have. People look at us and think like, yo, they tell you everything about you, but none of it could be true. You know what I mean? So I that's always one of them songs where it's like, these are all the things that people done said about me.
Gotcha.
But let me tell my story. Let me tell you what I ain't. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne, anything Lil Wayne because of the consistency. Probably the Mob. When you say I walk in the jungle and brought I stole the food from the lions, bring it back to the bears. I'm a gorilla. You know what I mean? That Jay-Z and Jeezy, that go crazy. Jay-Z verse on there.
Yeah.
He was talking that talk.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize it. Nipsey, Loaded Bases is my motivation. You know what I mean?
Ain't wrong with Nip.
Yeah. I'm so in tune with music, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but you picking all the right jams though,
Yeah,
for real,
you know,
for real.
Killer Mike, Run,
Yep.
Exit Row,
Man, look, listen,
Roll Up an Airplane,
Yeah,
Life of
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can be real.
Yeah.
Man, y'all don't be mad at me, bro. I cannot name one Killer Mike song.
Bro,
When
come
I seen
on.
him win that Album of the Year
Bro,
award,
you need to go-
I was the one that was like, man, what the
Bro.
fuck is
Did you go
going on?
listen
You
to it,
need to
though?
go listen to that album, bro.
I was like,
That-
man, yeah, arrest his ass again.
That album
he done
hard,
did
bro.
something back there with them numbers. He wasn't supposed to do. Get his ass again.
Nah, bro, that album was
Now
hard.
that album
That
hard
album's
from the track number 1 with CeeLo, then you got Mozzie, and then you got Dave Chappelle and Young
I'm on the
Thug.
song. Hey, Mike. Hey, huh?
I didn't say
Mike,
King
listen.
Mozzie.
Oh.
Mozzie from Sac. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Oh,
Oak
that
Park
Mike.
Mozzie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dreadhead Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, so I don't do nothing without music. When I wake up and I'm on the road, I carry a speaker with me just so I could get that mindset and that vibe going. And you know, even on the airplane, I got my earphones on and I'm bopping to something because it just keep me going and
On the rhythm.
keep me on a wave.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like, you know, I like the energy that I got right now.
Yeah.
So I want to stay in that. I want to stay in that groove. And of course, energy change, but if you could keep it as consistent as possible, and it don't have to change.
That's
What
what's up.
you listen to?
Bro, right now I'm listening to
Everybody bald.
Hey, Jeezy,
Young Jeezy, Yo Gotti,
Tupac.
Tupac, DMX, 1990 Jay-Z, Mayweather,
Roy Jones, y'all must have forgotten.
Don't forget. And I be listening to Michael Jordan Last Dance. I watch that every day.
Hey, man.
Nah,
Hey,
but
last time I was here, I was fucking with him about being from Alabama.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah.
for sure.
Hey, now we got something else. I'm gonna make sure next time though, man. I'm gonna be clean shaved. I'm gonna be clean shaved
You
next
gotta be
time
for
for real.
the
I'm
barber,
gonna be
man.
fresh, man. I'm gonna be fresh for the barber,
Gotta be
man.
for
I'm
the
gonna be fresh for the
barber,
barber.
That's
man.
all love. You know,
Yeah,
I do this shit on stage, man. I
Nah,
pick
for
one
that.
shit and one person
Yeah.
that I could pick on.
Yeah.
And I do it from the stage because it's fun.
Man, you are. I'm gonna tell you what you should do, man. You should just have me sit in the audience, right? When my fro grow out a little bit more, you see, I said my fro,
That
and just be like,
34%.
hey, I changed lives, son, and bring me up, do a whole demonstration, and get me right on stage in front of
We could
everybody.
do one of them Bosley commercials, you know, when they put
Can I be real?
I like
We
that.
got the hair growth products. Real hair growth. That's
Y'all
it.
might be onto something right
Real hair growth.
Hey,
Just a
now.
sprinkle.
We're gonna wait till you get the afro.
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
till- wait till you
yeah,
get
yeah,
that-
yeah. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Nah, for real, man. But this
Start
man,
wearing
this
his hat like this.
hey, I ain't even gonna. I'm telling you, once I get that fro, I'm not wearing no hat, bro. I'm no hat and shades every day, bro. I'm being like this big fro, like chilling, like yeah, you can't tell me nothing. I'm back.
Oh man, what?
18 years later, I'm back.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you can't tell me nothing.
Oh,
Life can be reversed.
Yeah,
nah, for
yeah,
real,
yeah.
man. Lord, a hurricane go along.
Hey, that's enough now. No more.
All right.
One more. Y'all get one more. Y'all ready? All right, this is what we're going to do this part of the show. This is going to be a Can I Real. We're just going to add this for the day. I'm going to take my hat off. Y'all got 2 minutes to rapid fire. Get off as many jokes as you can. All right?
I can't.
You better
Yes,
do
I
it.
can.
Yeah, get it. You better get it.
Hey. Let me see.
Hey,
Hey, you know how like the carpet get wore out in one spot?
what? Now what Shannon Sharp say? He said, man, you like he like got shaved monkey nuts.
Hey, you know the back of the gorilla ass? That's just, hey, all
Oh
right.
my god!
I ain't got 2 minutes of those, but those are good.
Nah, that was good. That was
Hey,
good. That was
man.
good. Y'all crazy, man.
Boy, say,
Yeah.
Hey, man. But look, man, this has been a good show, man. Can't I be real? That boy
I
said,
be real,
you
man.
see that corporate? Hey, look. He did this with the corporate when he did. Like, you ain't making no better. You know when the corporate stuck up a little bit?
That shit get wore down.
Yeah,
Everybody
right on one
shoot.
spot. I ain't tripping. Hey, I was coming here one day. I'm like, slick that mug over with the sweat,
not
bro.
the Lacomo, the
Lacomo, bro. I'm having me something, bro.
Red Fox.
Little
Yeah, you
something,
gonna get
man.
that Frankie Lyman.
Say, man. Boy,
Hey, we're gonna get right though. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get right for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure, man.
Nah,
We gotta get
bro.
that viral moment in, bro.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, hey. But before we get into the viral moments, man, look, what's coming up next for Mr. John Moses?
You got
man?
the podcast for sure.
Yeah, we
sure.
got the Nobody Listen podcast.
Nobody listen.
About to get into some streaming a little bit. You know, people are really starting to acknowledge me for my voice and not just my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like everywhere I go, as much as I travel, I need to stream a little bit and just have conversations and just show people what it's like for me on the road, because I'm in a profession that most parents don't push their kids to trade because they want them to go to college, but their kid might not be that kid that want to go to college.
Thanks.
You know, so it's more so for me to show the parents it's okay to let your kid choose a trade, because America was built off of entrepreneurs and trade. So stuff like that. I got a product line I'm working on called J. Henry after my pops. You know what I mean? Named it after my pops, and something to celebrate while he's still here on the earth with me. You know what I mean? He could see this whole thing come to life. And what else?
Will
we
that
got?
product help my hair grow back?
Nah, it's when you get your hair back.
Okay.
So how before you continue, has he expressed how he feel about your success?
That's funny, man. My dad didn't tell me he loved me till he was 35. Till I was 35.
Damn.
So I never even heard my dad tell me he loved me till I was 35. But sometimes, you know, they say you could see somebody's feelings through their actions. My dad posts me on social media. He talk about me on his Facebook. He tell everybody about what his son got going on. And then his Instagram name is Popular Nobody Dad. So that let me know, just by all of those things, he proud of me.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though. At 35 though, how was that feeling? First time hearing your dad say, like, son, I love you.
It was shocking, and I joke about it with him, but at the end of the day, like I said, I seen it through his actions.
Yeah.
My dad ain't never let me, well, I ain't gonna say never let me down, but he, you know, as much as he could, he never let me down.
Yeah.
You know, and so my feelings with my pops is that's OG. You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm so happy now that I was able to move him to Texas and he could be close to me and my family. And my dad 82 years old.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I could give him the best life that he could possibly have for the rest of the time he on this earth. That's what I work for. So if I got to pick up an extra job to pay my dad rent. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do. If I gotta throw him some bread so we could go get him a whip, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, that's what I'm proud of. You know, I'm proud of not even just my pops, but my son has always said, like, Dad, I don't never want kids. I don't never want kids. And then one day, out the blue, he just was like, Dad, I do want to have kids, and I want to have kids to raise them the way you raised me. Shit. As a father, you can't ask for too much more. You know what I mean? So from just seeing it from the lineage, how my pops treated me, then how I could treat my pops, but then turn around and how I could treat my son, and to where my son gonna treat me the same way I treat my pops, but he gonna have to do the same thing for his kid, and his kid is gonna reciprocate it because what we pour into our kids.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's deep.
That's man shit. You know
That's
what I
man
mean?
shit, for real.
That's fatherhood.
Yeah,
over
no,
any
for-
hood.
Yeah,
Fatherhood over any hood,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Uncle JoJo behind
Yeah.
the ones and twos.
Always.
Behind the ones and twos. What's your son name?
Jalen.
What's the most important? What's the biggest thing you appreciate about your pops?
Not letting me off easy when it comes to workouts. Not letting me slip.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, you can't tell me as a father you want something and you slacking.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. That's our whole conversation all last week is about 1%. You can't tell me that I want to get to the NFL. No, shit, nigga. I expect you to do what NFL niggas did.
Yeah,
for sure.
you gotta work.
It's just what it is.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I always told him, don't worry about girls right now. That's high school. That's high school coochie.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get to college, it's gonna be college
College
coochie.
coochie, yeah.
Then when you get to the league, you're gonna have league coochie. But if you wanna be that dude, go get you some Hall of Fame coochie.
Not fake.
You know what I mean? Like, don't just stop because you're in the league. Go get the Hall of Fame coochie.
Yeah.
That
For real.
So it's like that just type of conversation. I know he 17. He a handsome fella. He got a nice physique. Coochie getting thrown at him. But how as a father can I relate to him with what he going through mentally and teach him in such a way through conversation that, yo, it's always gonna be there. You ain't gotta eat everything you hunt. Sometimes you just gotta kill it.
Just for the sport, throw it back.
You know what I mean?
I always
So look, let me ask you a question as a father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So as a father, you done did all of this thing, this time, intentionality with your son. He get drafted, big contract, 40-year-old.
I knew you going there.
Real talk, 40-year-old come, the professional baby maker, all that kind of stuff. She his third rodeo. You look up, he done got her pregnant. As a father, what are your feelings towards that? As a black father,
I'm gonna say it is what it is. You made that choice. You made that decision. You know her history. You know her background. If she's a factory, don't go in that factory. You know what I mean? Especially don't go in there raw. That's as parents, we can only do so much.
Yeah, for sure.
But if he gonna go in that factory and produce in that factory, you know what you're doing when you lay down with that?
Yeah.
You know what her job is. She, like I said in the beginning,
Bred.
some people are bred to do that.
Yeah.
but would you feel like as your fatherless? You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at stuff like that, I just tell people like, man, they didn't have a father, they didn't have an OG, possibly. They just didn't have somebody just to instill certain things. So do you feel like a large part outside of his success, the work ethic and all that kind of stuff, do you feel like a large part of that, like it could have been like all for naught? Like, nigga, I've been telling you about this about your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Or is it just like one of those things, like you said, where, man, life just happens?
Yeah, like he was horny that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was horny.
He was horny that night. Life happened, and you got enough money to take care of that baby, and work on the relationship with the mother so she don't try to take you for everything. You know what I mean? Like, just be a good human. If you fucked up, you fucked up.
Yeah.
We can't harbor over that. Like I said, we don't harbor feelings. We harbor success. So let the feelings go. Get from the emotional side of it. Own up to your not mistake, because it can't be a mistake. We talked about it.
Sure.
You go up in there raw. You trying to do it.
I told him it was an accident on the show.
Ain't no
They
accident.
said ain't no accident.
No, you,
Yeah.
You laid it up in there.
Yeah, I laid it in there, boy.
Finger rolled it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you know, like you can't be mad. You can't be mad at it. You just gotta.
real.
And then that's where you still got to be a parent and protect the mental side of what comes with that. If you get caught, you get caught though.
Yeah. I think that's dope though, because most black parents, bro, they so deep into like on the bashing side. You know what I'm saying? They so trained to like damn near kick their kid while they down. Like, okay, I'm already going through this, so now as for myself, I already got to deal with it. I done already beat myself up about my decision. I'm trying to figure out how to get there. Your parents come, oh well, yep. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. You know, like they kick you down and still like really giving guidance. Maybe this choice was made because, like you said, I just was in a moment, or I didn't know how to think at the time. Like, you know, some parents act like, okay, well, you the only one to be in this situation before.
Yeah, I had kids early. You know what I mean? And it made me who I am. Like, I thank my son mother and my daughter mother because bringing kids in my life early is what stopped me from going down the bullshit route. You know what I mean? But it take a certain type of young man to realize that and acknowledge the fact that, yo, you might have helped me more than you actually hurt me.
You know, it's fake.
You know, and for me, this is something that I've always stood on, and I always say, my daughter is, I would say, bisexual. You know what I mean? And I've seen so many minority parents, black, white, because everybody could be a minority. Seen so many minority parents try to disown their kid for a decision that their kid make. And my thing is, you went to the altar and married a person that you ain't got no blood ties to. Then you turn around and have this kid with this person. And because your kid made a decision, you want to get rid of the kid. But you stood up there and said to this person you don't really know, better for worse, rich for poor, death do us part.
I'm gonna stay with you forever.
But you got a kid,
That's
your
blood.
seed, that you will wash off because of a decision. That's not parenting. That's bullshit. And I'm going to call it out. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. When my daughter told me her decision in life, come on, let's rock then. I support it. I love you, love her. That's just what it is. Because sometimes that person can make your kid better. And it could be the bridge that can mend a relationship. You never know, though.
Now, can I be real?
Come on.
What if that was your son on the other hand?
Then we talk about that too. You know? Shit, nigga, you gonna pitch or you gonna catch? You know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, dog.
Boy, you crazy.
But,
Hey, boy.
man, my thing is you still gotta love your kids no matter what.
Facts.
They didn't choose to be here. We brought them here.
It's real.
So you gotta choose to love them unconditionally, just like you would the person that you went to that altar with. And that's just how I feel. That's what I stand on. And it's like, some people may disagree, some people may agree, but at the end of the day, my kids tell you right now they love me to death because they feel like they probably got the best father on earth.
Yeah, I think you still gotta support your kids though. Like you said,
Yeah.
if that's the decision they made, like, cause at the end of the day, we can't change the decision. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be mad as hell. My son come home talking about he pitching the throwing. I'm gonna be mad. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm gonna be like, boy, you better pitch some. I'm gonna be mad for about 6 months though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
You be mad about 6 months?
Yeah.
But every time they come over to eat, he gonna be looking at how his son take the food off the
Nah,
floor.
for real, like, bro, come on, bro. Like really, that's what it is. You just gonna eat hot dogs today? Like, really? You don't even want a hamburger? All these hamburgers over here, all this pasta, you want to eat a hot dog? Really, bro?
I want the hot link, daddy.
Nah, hell no. We ain't doing that.
No more links in the house.
No more links in the house.
No corn, no more corn dog. Take all this.
All
No
of it.
corn on the
No
cob.
corn on
No.
the cob. Cut that corn on the cob up in 4
Hey.
pieces.
What if he only like corn dogs and he deep throat that bottom piece?
It's so weird.
And you sitting there watching. You know, a real motherfucker take that bottom piece and move it up.
Yeah,
He said all the way through.
hey, push that shit up. Push it up. Hey, man, say, boy, y'all wow.
So y'all got a different version of me this time.
Hey, y'all wow, boy. Hey, bullshit.
Hey, part 3 coming soon.
Hey, no, part 3 definitely coming soon.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. I just be having fun. Like this,
for sure.
but see, this the kind of shit that we talk about at the crib.
Yes.
Like this is a certain way to teach your kids.
Nah, facts. You got to. You got
to learn how to communicate, bro.
Yeah. Listen, my daughter, she looking because my nails will grow, and then I'll go to the nail shop and let them cut. You know, when they get a certain length, I don't cut my nails until my little routine though. But my daughter be like, "Daddy, your nails dirty," and I tell her, I'll be like, "Yep, so is them little boys at your school, and they trying to finger you. That's what's gonna be up in you, them dirty nails. So if you think my nails dirty, look at them boys at your school, and next time when them come up to you trying to talk to you, just know." He gonna be trying to slide them dirty nails,
Gonna be inside you.
and that's where you. And she like, you net, but it's like you gotta be real like that.
You know what she gonna go do? She gonna go upstairs and call her homegirl. You know what my dad just said?
Mm-hmm.
And her homegirl gonna validate everything you just said.
Yeah.
Because it was taught in a joke.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
Nah, I totally agree. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how I literally. That's how we do it at the crib.
Yeah. Hey, but no corn dogs no more.
No sausage farms at the crib.
It be my look. I go home, my son sitting on the bed playing the game, eating a corn dog. Like, God dang, bro.
And he eating it plain with no ketchup or nothing.
No ketchup, no mustard.
No nothing.
I slapped them up. Right? Get that corn dog out your hand.
Hey, you better not do no pitching and catching either.
No baseball. You say you want to play, but ain't no baseball. Straight basketball. Matter of fact, no balls. Go get a book. You reading from now on. You ain't playing no more sports.
Oh,
So,
shit.
man.
Hey, man. So, but you're back to, I know we kind of so you got the podcast. You got any big guests come? I seen you had Charleston White brother on there.
Yeah. You was on there?
I was on. Yeah, I think I was probably the most famous one you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was more famous than me on there.
I had Funny Salesman on there. Kenny Brooks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he funny.
He funny.
Yeah, he funny.
Good dude,
Yeah,
though.
he funny.
Yeah.
Like when I say a good dude, like good dude, man. Like me and him still text and talk, and we just like check in on each other. Hey, black man, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Cool. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, look, next time you talk to him, I need some of that spray. So I got a spot at my house that I'm trying to get up out. But every time I see him come to them 4 houses on that little commercial, he be, hey, you see this? He got them little jokes. He get this, see that? I get that out, this and this. It's cream. I be like, boy, this dude cold, boy. He coming over some stuff, boy. Like, for real.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe we should try to get him on here.
Man, we definitely.
Maybe we should try to get him on here.
Mr. Brooks.
No, facts.
Yeah.
But you got anybody else?
Yeah.
Podcast?
Yeah, I reached out to my dog, Rashad McCants.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I reached out to my dog, Rashad McCants. He agreed to come on the podcast. I got another special guest. I can't. Well, I'm gonna say it. I'm interviewing Charleston White Mama.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be big.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's gonna be crazy.
You know, because it's always you hear Charleston, now you hear his brother Kevin, but
nobody ever heard.
Nobody talked to the mama to hear her side of the story. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do a mother go through with 2 boys that's been locked up, and so we're gonna do that one. Who else, man? I'm reaching out to whoever. Like, I'm sliding in DMs.
That's what's up, man.
I'm sliding DMs, but more importantly too, like I even pay somebody to come on my podcast. Like I'm a full believer in investing in yourself, and I don't mind investing. This is something that I'm building. It's another business plan, business model. So I don't mind, putting a little bread in somebody's pocket. So really, when I look at it, the guest list could be endless. It just depends on what they want and how much they're willing to give up. Some things just got to make sense. But those 2, Rashad McCants for sure. The Avila brothers. I don't know if y'all seen the Usher halftime show.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Avila brothers, Bobby and Izzy Avila, are Hispanic dudes, 2 brothers that was the music directors for that whole Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, shit.
They like family to me, so they agreed to get on the podcast as well. And first Mexicans to lead the way for a Super Bowl show, and it was Usher. They've worked with Usher Residency. That song "Glue" that Usher had, that was their song. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going after big fish, man. We trying to show the world that we could podcast too.
Yes, sir.
So what else we got? I know you're going to get ready to go back on another flight.
Yeah,
A couple of days.
yeah. I'm headed northeast, Connecticut, all up in there, that area. You know, I learned last week about bills that's passing. You know, by being in Washington D.C., that I think is something that I'm gonna shed light on and talk about. Maybe stream that because it's things that Congress don't know about, and we just assume that when they sign these bills, they know what they're doing. But it's really like Dion telling you he wants you to sign this bill that's gonna pass some hair growth stuff, but you don't even know. You just taking his word for it. But he ain't got no hair. But it's affecting everybody else.
You better sign that bill.
You know what I mean? But it could be like, yeah, you want to stop gainful employment, but you signing a bill that's gonna hurt everybody, not just the one thing, not just the one spot that you're looking at, or giving people the opportunity to have funds that can train them on domestic violence, how to spot it, how to have a conversation, have the resources for it. So I've been able to go to DC and have that experience to talk and learn about all those different things. And so now as I go on the next journey and I hit these next flights, you're going to start seeing me talk about it socially because I now have the information, the proper information to talk about those type of things that can affect all of us.
So do you ever see yourself getting on stage and talking about things other than the barbering? Like, do you see yourself getting into maybe politics or just more of a community side of speaking?
I'm definitely doing a community side of speaking now. Like, that's where I'm at right now. You see a little bit of the barbering, you see more of the community side of speaking. I don't think I ever get into politics because politics is nothing but bullshit. You know what I mean? So I want to learn about it, and I think everybody should learn about it, but I don't want to be in it because I feel like if I'm doing stuff in the community, that is enlightening and raising the bar and just having conversations that's elevating to where people can now understand and say, okay, well, now John went, he did it. It's just like going to church. You go to church on Sunday or whatever day you go to church and you serve, you get the word. Your job is to go back in the community and spread the word that you learned. I'm already doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't got to go the politics route, but I could be a part of what the politics is doing because, in our community, sometime, man, nobody gonna listen to somebody that don't look like us.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you look like us, like I'm at Capitol Hill with a gold chain on, some Jordan ones, some Nike sweats. You know what I mean? And I'm not dressed like everybody else in there that's in the suit and tie or the blazers. Nah, because that ain't. I represent us. I represent, the lower class citizens, not the upper echelon all the time, even though we have upper echelon mindset. But sometimes you can't fault somebody for how they like to dress and what they comfortable in. Like I had on a beanie, but the beanie was a ski mask. Only one person caught that. It was like, are you wearing a ski mask? I'm like, yep. I said, because we in Washington. I don't know if I got to turn this bitch around and pull it down.
Yeah, pull it down real quick.
But
nah, for real.
at the end of the day, it's like, that goes back to what I said. I give people hope. I give people an opportunity to be like, damn, if he did it, how do I get to Capitol Hill? How do I just walk these halls? How do I get an opportunity? And it ain't that hard.
Yeah.
But if we don't never see people doing it, then how the hell we ever think to achieve that? So
That's real. Man, listen, it sounds like you got a lot of big things going on this year, man.
Yeah, I'm just having fun,
a lot
bro.
of big things, man. Out of all the things you got going on this year, though, what's the one thing that you're the most excited about that you're gonna do this year?
Staying happy.
Yeah.
Staying happy. My biggest thing is not even mine. It's making sure my son get that D1 offer. So whatever we got to do as a family to pour into him so he could get that offer, because then college is paid for. So it's just like staying happy and focusing on that as a family unit. I think the whole thing is as a collective, pouring to each other as family. My daughter Jasmine, she got her esthetician license. So getting her to go on the road with me to hair shows and let her do the skin thing and teaching her how to set up her business, run her business, and all of that. I built something great for our family, but somebody got to continue the legacy. And so I'm working on a few little projects. I'm working on getting barbering in the Texas prison system. I'm also working on getting barbering in the high school system because if we got to catch the kids early to stop them from going to the prison system. So it's like all of those things. I'm working simultaneously on all of that right now.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I'm happy about life, man. I'm doing a lot of great shit in life, and I normally don't show it, but now you're starting to see me show it more on the gram because I think that's the way you get people to understand really your thought process and what you're doing. And when everybody thought you was crazy, now it don't look so crazy.
That Kanye fit.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
Kanye fit.
without the crazy shit.
Yeah. Man, look, hey, this has been a fun show, man. For real, like this. We done had some highs, some lows, some ups
Fades.
and downs. I gotta show that one more time. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know, like you said, ego. That lets you know right there. Ain't no. You gotta be crazy.
Cause you really walking around with 75% of a haircut every day.
Bro, I at least got 60 now.
No, 75%. That 25 up there is gone.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, I see some. That's the carpet.
You
effect.
You see the carpet effect? Yeah.
Somebody just been doing this too long in that
Fuck your head, nigga.
But it's, you got a cool 75%.
Nah, man, but look, before we get out of here, man, look, you done gave me my viral moment. Thank you.
You welcome.
Little Ellie Hoop, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we here for.
Right now, for sure. Man. God, no. Hey, Trump, call us and let us where you get them toupees from.
Bro, definitely need to know where he get his herpes
I'm
from.
gonna call him to get those.
His shit do not fly off.
Nah, it don't move,
Well,
but
it moved though when he went.
but it stick though. It
Boy, that boy
stick.
got
It
the Gorilla
stick.
Glue
Yeah,
on, right?
that must stick. That must stick.
But nah, that's a good one though. This is a good one.
Yeah, man. But look, man, this is your camera right here, man, and you gonna close us out. You can have your viral moment, your cannot be real moment. After I finish, your voice is gonna be the last voice people gonna hear, man. So if you can leave our audience with something that's gonna get them through their week, man, you know, something that's gonna uplift them, motivate them, and send them on their way. Can I be real?
So first thing is, I appreciate y'all brothers for asking me to come back out and do this one because it's definitely growth and evolution in the last episode to now. But more importantly, I'm gonna talk to a few different people, and the first one's our parents. Support your kid dreams. Support your kid's future. Don't look at whatever decision they're making as a dumb decision right now. You was once them. You made mistakes. They made mistakes. And you got to find a common ground to just talk to them and be able to have those moments with them and educate them. The lack of education that we had growing up, you got to pour that into them so they don't have that generational gap or that lack. Your kid's success is determined by how hard you work as a parent. And I'm not talking about in the physical, but also as in the mental. Like, you got to mentally pour into your kid. You got to mentally support your kid. You got to mentally do the things as parents that you got to do. And yeah, a lot of kids come from single parent households, but that doesn't mean that your truth got to be your failure. You know what I mean? Everybody got the truth. So let your truth be the reason why you continue to work hard. So parents, just lean in on them a little bit. Talk to them. Take the time out to not wake up and yell at them. Wake up and talk to them. Give them a glass of orange juice on the way out the house. Something, but pour into them. Don't just take away their energy by you saying, I'm the parent and you got to listen to me and you got to do what I say, because that ain't always true. Sometimes you got to sit back and listen to your kid. And then for the young entrepreneur out there, get you a mentor. Get somebody that you could talk to. Get somebody that you will be willing to listen to, good or bad. And don't believe everything you see on the internet. Sometimes you do got to go take them courses. Sometimes you got to do the things that you don't want to do. You got to spend that money a little bit and get educated yourself. Get hands-on in your growth. You can't buy everything. Knowledge you can learn, but it's expensive. And if you want to get the right knowledge, pay the price for it. Pay the price for it, because you will eventually want somebody to pay the price for you to teach them something. So be an entrepreneur. Always remember, you never going to go somewhere by yourself. Bring a team of people with you. And it's okay to sit back and be the prince and learn from a king. And that's that.
Can I be real, man? We are out.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Perfect
It's
goddamn
dope.
time too, man. I appreciate
Nah,
you.
for real. That's like perfect time.
Always appreciate you.
Bro, that was dope.